uh, star forts and stuff like that, and underground domes, deep underground military bases, all the shit that's going on over by the Grand Canyon, where they still have ziggurats of our people in there, and places where we can be housed. But you got the FBI and CIA guarding the doors, and federal land management, Bureau of Land Management, and stuff like this and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were here before all these pale skinned people were here. Now, don't get me wrong, I have pale skinned people who lack a melanin who actually are friends and have treated me more like family than many other people ever have. You know what I'm saying? But they also respect, they also look into a lot of the ancient histories, and I'm trying to show them how that is us, how we were hijacked, how we were stolen from, how we were manipulated from our own people to other people, how they changed shit, how they came together and grouped together for these wars and holocausts and massacres and shit. And you got, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do 4th of July. That's why I don't do Thanksgiving. You're supposed to be thankful for everything every day that's right. You know what I'm saying? Why we don't do Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to commune and do that and give gifts every day. What about your own feast days? Why you don't know about the Day of the Living? They focus on the Day of the Dead and then Mardi Gras. Some of those things are your ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what if we piece together Mardi Gras and um, uh, the Day of the Living instead of the Day of the Dead? You know what I'm saying? Like, skulls was our shit. When did it become this death thing? Oh, Leviticus chapter 13 through 16. You know what I'm saying? It becomes when the point where it's like you become perverted and adulterous. You know what I'm saying? And just looking at everything as just a feeling and greed and power. We already have power, bro. Our land, like, look at the Most High God. Look at His beauty. Look at the experiencing Hashamayim and living in that. Look at this. Listening to the sounds and the voices of Amiwata and all the righteous brethren. The Wataruwa. You know what I'm saying? About Waya. You got all these symbols. You know what I'm saying? Interpretations of Sama, Shaman, and Saga, and seers and stuff like that. And everybody wants to be that. Everybody wants to be that. Everybody is not that. It's sacred. It's not for imitation and counterfeits. You know what I'm saying? All these integrating of tribes and merging peoples, this, that, and the third. That's why some people do that, because they don't even recognize what kind of DNA is in them. They go to 23andMe and all these weirdo people that talk about this, nigga. They're not telling you the truth. They're lying to you. They do that with the intention to do that. They lying to you. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling truth. They lie, and it's not all right. It's not cool. How many of y'all associated with earth medicine, water medicine? You know what I'm saying? Ether medicine. We're electrical beings, we're ethereal beings. You know what I'm saying? You got people, our people sitting there, and the mothership gonna come get us. How the fuck the mothership gonna come get us, nigga? This is your home, nigga. Where you gonna go? You see how deceived you been? This system is the delusional, the great delusion, the illusion. That's one of the interpretations of Maya, the wrong way. If you gonna be tactical military tactics, nigga, that's one of them. You gotta know what how to do it the right way. They made us think that, oh, we're just something that was, and then we just disappeared. No, we didn't. We here. Just like Lemurians are, we are them. We are Hyperborean. Hyperborean, Aryan, Hyperborean, Orion, 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 an Orion, Aryan, Orion, Oriental, indigenous Oriental, natives. Other people were here through prisoners of war or through colonization. That's how they are, and were born here and through those processes. That's how they become, or how they not become, but that's how they name themselves natives, Native Americans, through the Dawes Rose Commission and Mongol invasions, Spanish incursions and Inquisition and acquisition, the Renaissance periods. Many of our own people sold out their own people, bro. They broke the Tao. We are the X-Men, the Eve gene, the Hua gene, Hua Guinea, New Guinea. You know what I'm saying? We are the people of the G, nigga. We keep it G. You don't hear a whole bunch of motherfuckers over in Africa talking about keep it G, my dude. Keep it G. Blue and red, priest colors. You know what I'm saying? Bloods and Crips, nigga. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction, right? Tribal warriors. Why you think they came up with the gun control laws? That was to stop our warrior priests, the noble priests, the watchers, the protectors, the guardians, the gatekeepers, from fighting back against them. And they put in fake laws and agreements to destroy our elder chiefs and so on and so forth, empresses and emperors, pharaohs, you know what I'm saying? Priests, Nakom, and so on and so forth. They try to keep us in check. Why you think the police exist? And civil Spain connections to that, and the British connections to that. And they're supposed to be peacekeepers. Nigga, that's a swap of identity, bro. To stop us from raising up on our destiny. You can't do that. It's not gonna happen. There's no such thing as destiny swapping. I'm not about to stop. What the thief has stolen, you have to give back sevenfold. I want 1,000-fold and some. For whatever minds you took from me. Because I know what the Most High said to me. You can't keep it from me. You can't keep me from it. I keep my freedom. In Yahuwah, I am sovereign with him. I remain bound in him to him. We are one being. That's what oneness is. You can't speak oneness and we're all the same, this, that, and the third. Nigga, how are we all the same? You got all these fucked up ass bullshit going on. That's the root of racism. It's about your genetics. It's about your heritage, your identity. You wouldn't have a bunch of people on drugs if they know how to articulate and communicate with their families. They families took time for themselves and their family, using their gifts and abilities that they were created with instead of working for somebody else who seeks to suppress and destroy that at all costs. Even if they got to kill their own. They're suicidal, bro. They're suicidal. They're narcissistic. That is the reality of the definition of an emporia. Where's the grounding of hope in that? Where's the trust in that? When all these trusts, you got to get a trust fund. Nigga, you got to get some yah. Nigga, I got to get some yah, bro. I got to get some hawa, some amiwata, some hashamaim. Some of my relations with my family. That's bridging the gap. That's a true foundation. You know what I'm saying? That's worth honor. That's a problem with a lot of people. You don't have honor. You don't know honor. True honor. You don't know nothing about it. That's the samurai code, the Murray code. The Murray code, the teaching code, the mirror code, nigga. As a mirror code, nigga. Stop living as a mimic, a gimmick, and a paraclete. Just tweeting everybody say what they say, regurgitate as a parakeet, nigga. You don't know nothing about the reality of Kuwait, Kuwait. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing, no truth in relation to Quetzal. You don't know none of that. You don't know nothing about the true Naga Khan, Torah Naga Khan. You know what I'm saying? That why you come on, bro. Their serpent reality is not the true draconian code. True draconian code and rule is submitting to the Most High Yahweh. Stop fucking playing. That's the true Tazetai, the Jedi, the way of the Jedi, nigga. That's the world tree. That's the electric field, the bioelectric field, the true psionics. You know what I'm saying? True frequency alignment, bro. And anatomy and autonomy, what you do. Psionics, the bomb, the boom. The true what is it what do you say the theory of what's the name is y'all say let there be, nigga. Here I am. Here am I. Y'all send me, I will go to Yahoo my yay be yay, nigga. Period. Y'all want to do numerologies, this that, and the third, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like let go of the Gregorian Julius Kairos. That shit ain't helping you, bro. It's destroying y'all. You ain't noticed that yet? You ain't gonna have to worry about your women cheating on you, your men cheating on you, and you know what I'm saying? People want to be androgynous, he, she, they. Why you think they act like sodomites, bro? breaking the buck. That was a ritual that was done on purpose to effeminate the men, over effeminate and over emasculate the women. Both men and women have masculine and feminine energy. That's a reality. Just like everything else in creation. Just like the Most High, mother and father. Look at your examples of experiencing being at the time single mothers and single fathers. It's to help balance masculine and feminine, patriarchy and matriarchy. In our heritage, patriarchy and matriarchy were both honored as one, 100. It wasn't just, oh, the females are everything and they're the gods. Female woman is God. They said, like, that's part of the whole women's rights thing. Whether y'all realize it or not, and mastering that and the spirits behind it are seen too clear. Like, that is something that is perverted heavily. We're one. Me and my wife, we are one. It's equal rule, bro. Ani na achiko to Baruch, ani na achiko to Chikede Chidoro, and Wege Magari, Banwe, you know what I'm saying, Bankewa, Henu Pe Samat, and Wege Igba Lukwahin. We're Baruch. We not gonna stay stuck in Deuteronomy 28 and all that shit. That's for motherfuckers who ain't living after the Most High Yah. That's the system. That's the truth of that. That is the transatlantic slave system, East Indian Trading Company, or Arab slave trade, because the Arab slave trade were Moors. Morocco, nigga. Morocco was here. How you got all these you got all these names after Nubia. You got all these names after Morocco, after Atlantis, Sumeria, all over the Americas, because that's what the fuck we are, nigga. That's who the fuck we are. It's all in the symbolism. From Pepsi, it's Pep. Come on, bro. Motherfucking Michael Jackson with Queen Elizabeth knew he was Morse nobility. They know all that shit, bro. The Russians know about that because we are true Rus. The true Rus. That's where the Jesuit order and the Rothschild come from. And the True Council of Nicaea. From us, nigga. They perverted it. That's where you get the Quran. That's where you get the Bible. That's where you get the modern day form of thank you, y'all, Judaism and the Kabbalion. The true Kabbalion and the true Merkaba is the Most High Yah's ways, his teachings, his enlightenment, bro. Stop fucking playing. If you ain't ready and willing to disobey every one of their so-called rules, marine or maritime admiralty rule, the rule of the water, they don't control these. They don't control these elements here, nigga. I'm birthed from the womb of the Most High, the matrix of the Most High. Which matrix you from, nigga? They talking about come out the matrix. What one? Which one you coming out? Which one you being birthed out of and into? The life of. You know what I'm saying? If it's not the Most High, fuck off. Y'all niggas is trash. I will always break your so-called rules. Because you have no power, you have no authority. You're liars. And you project off on everybody else your karmic debt. Know that you're debt and you will suffer with it. You are judged. You are judged. Seek the Most High Yah, forsake the ways of these wicked men. Yahweh clearly says, suffer not the witch to live. They are sorcerers. Rebellion is a sin of witchcraft. So are you calling Yahuwah a liar? We've all done that. He ain't no liar. So ancient Egyptian names and titles. Ancient Egyptian names often connected people with divine concepts or right concepts, not to take away from divine family and royal authority. You know what I'm saying? I know I am royal. All my tribes are royal, bro. We're noble, righteous ones, not in this so-called elites. Fuck them, nigga. There ain't nothing superior about that. They're weak-minded individuals. They're weak-minded individuals. Only weak-minded people do shit like that. Weak-spirited people. And they rejoice at their heart is desperately wicked, always imagining vanity. Stupid fools. They're abominations, man. Y'all destroy them from the highest, as he's been doing. With some of these man-made bullshit disasters and natural disasters going on. You living in the time of judgment. The fifth world, nigga. The final cycle. Cleansing, purging. And okay? Kingship, maintaining order, protection of the land. Kemet. Ka Ma'at. It's associated with the land. Ma'at, the central concept representing truth, balance, justice, and proper order. Maya names and titles. Maya inscriptions preserve the names of the rulers and nobles. Aja, meaning lord, ruler. used for Maya kings. Ani, Kinich, royal little title element connected with sun imagery and royal authority. Enupe, Bo Kemukupoke, Kinish Hana, Kinish Hanab Hakal, ruler of Palenque, reign 615 through 683 CE in that century. So, okay, so think about that. 2026. Are we really in the cycle of the new year, which represents 0, 226? Julian Gregorian calendars adds on 1,000 years. And that's why their kairos is fucked up. So is this year 226 or 622 in the new cycle? Or year 1? Because when you go back and look at the Bakun, thank you guys, the Bakuns, full Bakun is, I think, was like five up to 500 years, 500 or 700 years, something like that. Baktun, I knew pay. But anyway, known through temple inscriptions and monumental architecture. Nahua Mexica titles, Tlatoani, meaning speaker, and title of a ruler, associated with political authority and public leadership. Hainupe, ani, Bokimukupokea. Kua, Kuatemak, Kuatemak, meaning descending eagle, last Mexica ruler before the fall of Tenochtitlan. The indigenous ruler, indigenous North American names and identity. Indigenous names often carried relationship to animals, natural forces. That's why I say Medu nature. Family responsibilities and animism. Family responsibilities and personal experiences. Kum kum. Takum se. Shani leader. Alao Yahuwah. 1768 and 1813. Name often translated as relating to a panther, crouching animal. Balam. Negro Balam, the Black Panther, Tecumseh, associated with indigenous unity efforts. Osceola, Seminole leader, 1804 to 1838. You know what I'm saying? Associated with resistance during the Seminole Wars. Sitting Bull, Hunk Papa Lakota leader, Ani Lakota. You know what I'm saying? I am 1831.